Did Black Panther break a bunch more records? Is Avengers out in almost no time at all? And is this the epic 175th episode of Marvel Movie News? Yes, welcome.
To Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Marvel Movie News.
Excelsior to you, our Merry Marvellites. Welcome to episode 175.
We're dressed fancy. We have business jackets on, and this is for you.
For business.
Thank you for episode 175.
So it's
Marvel
such a big number.
business.
Marvel business. You wear fine clothes on 25th anniversaries. I can't believe we got here. That is such a large number of episodes of show. Like that is absurd.
It is.
And it's timed beautifully because it is the 10-year anniversary of Marvel. It is right before Avengers Infinity War. It is when we find out Black Panther comes out on Blu-ray. It is when everything is coming to a magical end. And it is a fan appreciation episode for you guys. So thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. We are the Marvel Movie News. You can find us right here at Popcorn Talk. You can find us at iTunes at Marvel Movie News. You can find us at youtube.com/Popcorn Talk Network. You can find us on Popcorn Talk's website, popcorntalknetwork.com. Follow us on Twitter at Marvel News PTN or at Popcorn Talk. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Marvel News Show. Follow us, like us, and if you retweet a link whilst we are live, Aunt Manthony in the booth will retweet you.
Boy, I was ready on standby. I thought you were going to pass out. From right
So much hype!
Yes.
I'm going WWE, WrestleMania inspired, just long-winded talks.
I'm telling you, WrestleMania was amazing. Everybody that saw it, you know how I felt about it. And I got so many people hooked on wrestling over the weekend, and I'm so happy with that because it is a whole fandom. If you love comic books, you will love wrestling.
Did you guys catch that pitch to Markia? You see what I did about that fandom, man. So, Markia, other than talking about wrestling, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty.
When you work with someone for almost 175 episodes, you know how to pitch them some excitement and get them ready to go. Before we started, she was talking about earphones. Now she's in.
Now I'm in.
Whew, all right.
Yeah, and along with us, we have our gorgeously talented associate producer, Amy Cassandra Martinez.
Hi. Hello. I'm so excited for you guys. 175. How amazing. Round of applause.
Well,
thank you.
Feels like MASH. Feels like we've been going a long, long time.
Yes.
I love that you chose MASH and didn't think like Simpsons or
Friends or anything, that people watching might relate to. No, MASH.
MASH.
I love MASH.
I love it.
So we are starting out, as ever, with Black Panther because Black Panther has been
oh my God.
It's the locomotive. It just can't be stopped.
What?
It is the
Are
train
you
that can't be
kidding me?
stopped.
Yes, like the first thing that we have about Black Panther, because we have
So
more
much.
than one. Of course we do. So Black Panther has now taken the number 3 spot for all-time domestic box office. That was previously held by Titanic. And why this is amazing, let me just tell you. Okay, so Titanic was out for almost a year.
And then re-released.
In theaters. And then re-released. And then it continuously...
And then it came back out in 3D.
There you go. And that's what it is. Like, we're talking, I think it was 6 months in some places, very close to a year. This has been out for a couple of months, like 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, not even a total of 2 months.
Came out in February.
It came out
It's
February
almost 2
16th,
months.
and now it's April 9th.
Next week it'll be 2 months.
No, it's the 10th. It's the 10th. It's April 10th. So
Next week it'll be 2 months. Less than 2 months.
God damn. And it took number 3.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's going to
This is
have
epic.
Avengers bump.
Come get your
People are going to
king.
go see it like we talked about, going to see it and then seeing it again.
Yes.
And seeing them back to back. So it's going to have another bump. It's not done.
Yeah, it is an event. It is epic. It transcends so much, and it brings us together. And it's an event movie, and it's an event moment, and it's still going on.
And people can see it when it inevitably gets re-released because it has arguably more than Titanic, because every time a new Avengers movie comes out, they're going to want to show Black Panther. Like, it's a movie that's going to have legs. This could get to number 2 or number 1. And simultaneously, it hit number 10 worldwide while it hit number 3 domestic.
Oh my God.
Number 10 on the planet.
Yes. Oh my bast.
So,
and I know, like, last time people were like, oh, language. No, I was saying bast, as in the Panther god.
It's
Bast.
canon. Don't worry about it.
It
She's
is
not
canon.
Walmarting herself and cutting the swear off halfway. It's best. Number 10 allows it very close to take down Star Wars The Last Jedi at 1.33 billion and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 at 1.34 billion. It's very close. It might hit number 8 worldwide. It is just doing gangbusters.
It might. Right now, but for domestically, the only movies that are beating it, Avatar, obviously, because it's Avatar. Yeah. And then Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And Avatar had the benefit of being seen in 3D, which had a $4 surcharge. And back then, the only way to see it right in 3D was to go to IMAX, so it has another bump. Whereas people are seeing Black Panther everywhere. So I'm just giving T'Challa a little wiggle.
It's not adjusted, let's say, for all of this. So give him a little bit of room, and he's still going.
People waited a while for Force Awakens because we all saw the prequels. I'm just giving Black Panther as much credit as it deserves. So, also in the world of Black Panther, one of the coolest bits of news, I think, around Black Panther is that it's being released in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
The first theatrical release in 35 years.
It is breaking the country's cinema ban.
That's insane.
That is happening. It's like, what, since the 80s?
Yeah.
Because you think we can be strict here and people say censorship. No, it's a very real thing in other parts of the world, and in particular Saudi Arabia, and they are going to show Black Panther in cinema there. It's going to be a complete event. Anyone who's like, oh, this is just a movie, you show me this is just a movie, then movies are the most amazing thing ever.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
But it's the movie.
It's a global phenomenon, and I'm here for it. If you couldn't tell by any other time with me being on this show, if you couldn't tell, I'm for Black Panther. I'm for Black Panther.
Now, according to Variety, a gala event will be held for the premiere at a theater with more than 600 leather seats located in King Abdullah's Financial District building, which was originally a full concert symphony hall. So the hype of this movie is they're making a cinema hall. Show Black Panther. That to me is so cool. Movie theaters were banned in the early 80s once the entire country went ultra-conservative in 1979. And eventually, AMC wants to open 40 cinemas in Saudi Arabia over the next few years, and they want to have 100 by 2030. So... the world is getting more culture. The world is getting to experience film. I can't imagine living somewhere you couldn't watch movies because they are my life. So I'm so happy for the people of Saudi Arabia getting to experience not just a movie, getting to experience Black Panther. So this is, it's really cool.
I would just love everybody's just reaction to M'Baku. For those that have seen Black Panther and those that haven't, I recommend just go ahead and see it. It's worth it. It's really worth it. I just want to see their reaction to M'Baku's a gorgeous line that I won't say right now because there might be some people that haven't seen it. But once you see it, three of them, yes. But yes, I want to see people in Saudi Arabia doing the M'Baku challenge.
Oh man,
that would be. I will not have it.
Now it's an option. Now it is. It's real life.
Now it is.
Also, Black Panther, we have the announcement of when you can have it at home with you. Digital, next freaking month, May 8th. And then a week later, buy it on Blu-ray.
On the 15th. It's like you can have the king in your own home. They're like Black Panther watch parties.
Happening.
So go see it in theater a couple more times to get that domestic gross up.
Yeah. She wants it specifically. Number 2, get it. And then buy it because it's going to have deleted scenes. It's going to have director's commentary. It's going to have a round table bringing Black Panther from page to screen. It's going to have a preview of Ant-Man and the Wasp. It has a lot going on for it. Black Panther, obviously, we're big fans here. So support it, buy it, take it home. I also want to briefly mention there was a Deadpool 2 rumor going around that many of you tweeted at me, and I appreciate every time you guys are like, Deadpool, tell Coy, which is awesome. I love that. But the problem with this is just a rumor. Jack Casey is still in the film. They did not remove him. The screenwriter came out and was like, no. The rumor now is he might not be playing Black Tom Cassidy, as was all but assumed. So we won't know until the movie comes out. But for me, I would rather not have all the answers. I'd rather go see it on May 11th and actually get to watch the movie. I don't want to know every shape of it. So cool. There's a new rumor. Apparently he's still in it. I can't wait to find out who he is, but I get the option of finding that out. So that's really exciting. So Deadpool 2 cruising along. And I think I've heard a rumor there's one more trailer coming out for it before it comes out. So I'm wondering if Avengers might have a brand new bit of spectacle for us.
Oh, there you go.
Very exciting. And speaking of Avengers spectacles.
Indeed. There was a new Infinity War TV spot. We're not going to show it.
TV spots are tricky with spoilers.
Yes. Apparently, there were a few people that were kind of upset with seeing this TV spot because it had some lights.
Yeah. So we're gonna we'll avoid them until the movie comes out, probably.
Exactly. But there is one part in it, and that's not any kind of spoiler because this is something that we see in the main Infinity War trailer. But you have basically all of Wakanda coming out to battle. You know that they're going up against the Outriders because that's just kind of set up. And then, but in the TV spot, they have where they have T'Challa going Ibombe. And that's Hold Fast. And you actually see Okoye do that in Black Panther. And it's like that chant is so powerful. It's like it clears your skin and takes your kids to school for you because it is that good.
It reminded me of the moment in Dark Knight Rises when they had the Bane chant, and that became their whole marketing campaign. And this did it in like less time. This did it in like, what, 2 seconds? So it was really cool to see like a similar like chills with just the Black Panther love is so, the movie is so specific. It just, you feel for them with no time. Like the TV spot's a minute long. And you're like, more of this. So it's fantastic. So the TV spot, you can find it on your own. We'll probably avoid showing TV spots till the movie's out. TV spots, especially with Marvel, have been very revealing in the past. The old, like, Age of Ultron showed us the movie in TV spots. So we're going to probably not do that. We'll show trailers, but TV spots are a little treacherous. And also in the world of Infinity War, they're touring. The Avengers are on tour, guys. This is
happening.
Amazing. Look at Mark Ruffalo just broing out. Like, Mark Ruffalo in Brazil, just the happiest boy.
Yeah, I like it that Thomas says Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. And when I first saw this, I thought it was Ruffalo.
I believe this first picture is in Mexico.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Mexico. I like Hulk.
He's like Ruffalo.
So
This one's Brazil.
I love, then Brazil was,
Nice.
that's right. I love that they're going all over the world, different Avengers, different places. If you don't follow Chris Pratt on Instagram, he's in Brazil enjoying Brazilian food, being the happiest Andy Dwyer you've ever seen. And just everyone having a good time in different corners of the world. You've got basically Tom Holland and Tom Hiddleston and Benedict Cumberbatch in London doing stuff together, and they keep calling each other Tom H. It's really cute. Tom Hiddleston goes Tom H, and Tom Holland goes Tom H, and then BC Benedict Cumberbatch is broing out in the middle. Like, these guys are all adorable together.
Yeah, and then with this picture, we have all of them in, I believe it's London.
I think it's London for this
where
one.
we have all of them lined up in London. One of the things that I really enjoyed with Twitter and just like internet in general is that they were heavily shipping Tom Holland and Letitia Wright. They're like, oh, we can't wait for these two to get together. And it's like, oh, I'm going to show you my Panther blasters. I'm going to show you my web blaster. It's like, great.
We'll help each other develop tech.
Love that.
Just geeks in love.
It's
Yeah,
like that's a
shot.
bright, shining future. And what I was talking about before with like Black Panther being a world event. Talk about a world event, like with Infinity War.
Yeah.
10 years in the making, and it's epic. It's really great. Amy, how do you feel about this like Infinity War stuff and Black Panther in general?
I can't even deal. I already have tickets for 3 days, like 3
Nice.
different screenings.
Nice.
Amazing. Good. You're ready.
Yeah, I am so ready. Yeah.
Cool. Are you seeing it in like different formats? Or you're like,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
that's the way to see it.
Yes, so screening, normal theater viewing, and then an IMAX.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta get it all, right?
There you go.
Well,
I've
you gotta
my
collect them
IMAX.
all.
I got screening in IMAX so far. And IMAX, like, I want to see it the second time in IMAX. I want to, like,
Yes.
experience it and then be, like, blown away all over again. I'm so excited. Oh, how many? You got 2
I've
at
got,
least.
I've got 3 screenings, and then I have a IMAX already and regular viewing.
Beautiful. So 5.
Yeah.
Layered up.
That's
It's ready.
amazing.
It's coming, you guys. So we also have, speaking of 10 years of Magical Marvel, can we actually cue up that video real quick, Aunt Anthony? So 10 years of Marvel equals this love, and it ties in beautifully to our fan episode because Marvel also realizes their fans are so important. Check this out. Seeing those 10 years ago.
Black Panther.
The bookends, the first, the most
Yeah.
recent, then like the big
first and recent.
spectacle. I love
it.
Yes, we are the ones.
To all our amazing fans, the truth is, we are here for you. We got to thank you for 10 years of support and inspiration. You're the reason we're here.
Thank you for 10 years of
The greatest cosplay.
Standing in those long lines.
Yeah.
for all age.
Everything.
Little Iron Man. Reading the comics after you saw the movie.
Twitter fights.
And it's all been leading up to this.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being so incredible.
We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Now, I love that a studio not only took the time, but made a heartwarming video just thanking people. Like, that's like your Oscars moment. Like, that's just, they really care.
Yeah, it's just it's a beautiful thank you. It really is.
Yeah, I was just...
It's warm.
I'm so
It makes you
impressed.
feel warm inside.
The Marvel movies do. It's so good. And, like,
Yeah.
I just love how much they care about the fans. And they know that the billions and billions come from somewhere. Like, this is how it works. So we appreciate them appreciating us and you and this whole world
Yeah.
that's been built, which ties into our show great.
Yeah, and it you know, it's a thank you, but then is it also a goodbye?
It feels like a
because
goodbye.
everybody dies.
Everybody dies. It does feel like
Everybody dies.
Remember us sweetly.
Oh, it's like, here's your warm, gooey center. Now we're going to poke it with the stick.
You notice Tom Holland barely said anything in there because he's one of the few that lives on because he gets another movie. Everyone else is saying goodbye. We're going to get another video after Avengers 4 that's a goodbye video, just like that, but heartbreaking.
Yeah,
It's going to feel like the end of
Cap
Empire.
dies, but Ronan lives.
Yeah, they just get a little like...
The Nomad also lives.
Just popping over as Hawkeye, like, hey, guys.
Hey.
So, Tom Holland, speaking of, had lovely things to say about working with Chris Pratt. You'd imagine the two of the snarkiest Avengers, Spider-Man and Star-Lord, get along very well, but in real life, they did too. Tom Holland said, quote, working with Chris Pratt was pretty awesome. He's so funny, he's so fun, he's got such great stories about his career and about the industry. He's just super talented, you know? I found it quite difficult because he'd make me laugh so much. He's the man. I absolutely love him. To be name-droppy and absolutely selfish, I got to work with Chris Pratt once, and I have to say that the dude takes so much time to make you feel comfortable, and he's the only actor I've ever worked with that showed me around set. Usually, like, an AD or a PA or someone would be like, over here. Chris was like a puppy and was like, and that's where Crafty is, and come over here, and look at Video Village. And it was like, you're the lead guy. Like, it was the coolest thing. So I love that from this quote, it sounds like he hasn't changed. Like, that Star-Lord is still
awesome.
like, after all these years, Chris is still the coolest guy. So I love that they're homies. Made me happy that Spider-Man and Chris are.
Yeah, that's nice. I like I just like that trio of Chris Pratt, Tom Holland, and then also Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Just like that trio there. Just that's good times, fun times.
It's so much smart snark. Like, there's such
Yeah.
it's funny, witty, punchy jokes.
Indeed.
So I'm excited to see what that looks like on screen in mere weeks.
Yeah, and then throw some Deny in there and just here's my money.
We're so close. It's literally 2 weeks away. Like, I mean, for us, luckily. But
Yeah.
we're very close.
It's super close. It's within this month.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
insane. Okay, so they also have been showing 30 minutes of footage to various fan events, to press, to a point, but they're not showing the movie, which is also really cool. They're being like JJ sneaky on this one. So they've been showing 30 minutes at a time. They showed it at the Brazil event. They showed it at like the London event, but nobody's seen the whole movie. Even some of the cast, and Tom Holland still hasn't read the script, which I love that they kept Tom Holland away from the script. So the Avengers haven't seen the Avengers yet, guys. So that's insane. They're traveling the world, showing 30 minutes at a time, and you can buy tickets obviously already, but that won't get you anything until the premiere. Like, if you hear someone say, "Hey, I didn't like the movie," before the 24th, they're lying. And I love that because no one will have seen it. That's amazing. So, what do you think about the fact that they're keeping it so close to the vest?
Okay, on the one hand, it's like, just give me, give me more, give me something. And then on the other hand, okay, for this particular one, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. Once we eventually have the Storm movie, I want to know everything. But for this, it's like I kind of feel like they're kind of protecting my feelings.
Yeah,
Because,
the sorrow can wait another 2 weeks because
right?
it's inevitable.
Because oh my God, if they try to kill Black Panther, I'm gonna riot.
Well, I think
Everything
he makes
in
it.
flames.
I think he makes it. And this actually and all credit to Black Panther. The pre-sales on Infinity War beat Black Panther, but this is a 10-year in the making movie, and Black Panther had Civil War and then broke all the records. So we expected this to make the $200 million. It will, but the fact that Black Panther is number 3 is crazy.
Yeah, so this is going to make all the money.
All the money.
It was already going to make all the money, but now it's going to make all the money.
It got alley-ooped. It got
Yes.
it got a running start because Black Panther was like, here's the ball.
Yeah, it's like, it even revitalized me. I mean, not that I was burned out or anything on the MCU, but it's like, seriously, that movie knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
It really did. It's like, I'm looking forward to Infinity War and even more to Ant-Man and the Wasp, because then there's like kind of that time back,
Yeah.
kind of, and then Captain Marvel is like, oh, hey, all of this stuff, all of this happened before all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So why don't we play with this ball for a little bit?
And it's just that they know how to shape like our expectations so well. Even the press, even like that 1 minute video, they know how to get us just excited enough and like, wait 2 weeks. Like, they know how to keep us right there. And then what is this? What is this tweet we got here? We have a tweet from someone that made it to one of the events saying, quote, "Won't spoil the Infinity War footage they show, but what I will say is this film knows how to use a Chris." That's Clarice Loffrey, who went to one of the 30-minute screenings. There are many great Chris's in this film, so I'm
There are
curious
many
how they
Chris's.
use them as well.
I mean, everybody's familiar with Battle of the Chris's.
And now Battle of the THs.
Everybody's internet boyfriends.
So yeah, it's been a journey and a half. And speaking of solo movies, it looks like the Black Widow solo movie is one of the ones that's coming out in 2020. Now that is very exciting because it is long overdue.
They've been talking about it
since
for so
Iron Man
long.
2.
So long. So hey, that's cool. I like that we have a rumor that has an actual year attached to it. So then there's probably some nice substance to that.
And now it's also interesting because that would mean that it's one of the movies that comes out right after Infinity War. Because it'd be if this rumor's true, it'd be
You mean
Spider-Man.
Avengers
4. Thank you.
Yeah.
If the rumors are true, it means Spider-Man, Guardians, and Black Widow, which would be a
Yeah.
very interesting way to reshape the universe.
Yeah, actually, that would actually be really good. I'm looking at these like dates that we have here. I'm like,
It's an interesting take on the
That is.
the revamp.
That
So does it
would
mean that
be.
she survives, and then she's more of a civilian level, like
Or it's
strength
the
set,
Skrull that
or the
survives.
scroll that makes, or she's been a scroll all through Avengers 3 and 4. We don't
Yeah.
know. Look at those eyebrows. So
Amy, how's the chat room doing and everything with this fan appreciation?
how can we appreciate them?
Well, so you were talking earlier about working with Chris Pratt. We know exactly where you were. Bride Wars.
Yep, I was on
Very
that
good.
cinematic magnum opus of Bride Wars.
That's amazing. We'll have to chat about that after. Yeah, people are excited for the Black Widow film eventually coming to us. Yeah, people are pumped. Yeah.
They're
Lots
ready.
of
They're rallying.
They're ready. They are very excited for Infinity War.
And the
but-
second half of the show is all them.
Yeah.
yes,
coming.
So stay tuned.
It's
What-
very close now.
Moments. So we've only got 2 more things of news. Then we got a ton of you guys. We have a
Yeah.
jingle. We have a video. We've got a bunch of beautiful fan art. It's all moments away. But what do you think about Black Widow solo movie?
I've been waiting for it. I think that she meaning Scarlett Johansson is a rock star, and I think that it's about freaking time.
Yeah.
I hope that they don't delay it anymore, please. But yeah, I'm ready for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Sebastian Stan has said very publicly he would like to be in the Black Widow movie, understandably, because who wouldn't? Sebastian Stan said, quote, "They have a very nice history, in my opinion. It's very intricate. He was a teacher to her in the comics, all set during a specific interesting time, the Cold War. It's all very spy, thrillerish, noirish story. It would be very interesting to explore that on film. I would love if they did that. I hope maybe they will. Yeah, there it is. It's so much. I think there's a scene between Black Widow and the Winter Soldier. There are other pressing issues to deal with, but it's nice to have that there. It's a great opportunity that one day we might explore. It depends on how they feel." I love that he's just like, yeah, in the comics, I'm really excited. I can't talk about it. Marvel will shoot me. Okay, here, yeah, I'm in. That's just, he's just a fan going, please sign me up if it's an option.
He's like, yeah, it's like I'll do it. And it would make sense.
Yeah,
Great.
It's canon. Also,
Cool.
I'm here. Call me.
And then show us what happened in Budapest.
One day we'll know.
One day.
So now we are not going to talk Legion this week. We'll be talking Legion next week. I want to get a few episodes in. Have you seen the first 2?
The
First one. It's
first
tonight.
one.
Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
tonight.
We could actually, because I've seen the first one.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Do you want to talk about the first one, or do
We
you
can
think
talk
we should
about
give
the
him some
first
time?
one because I want to use the jingle.
That's what I was gonna say.
I want to
was
use the
gonna say,
jingle and
we
then
can
talk
lead into-
about
So, okay,
and then
let's-
talk about the first
So
one.
this is where
just
we'll
like
have
real quick, like
our
little
TV
small.
We'll do a spoiler-free brief talk.
spoiler-free brief talk.
And this is going to separate it now. This jingle was one of our fan appreciation lovely vignettes that was sent to us. So now whenever we go to a TV section of the show, we can lean into this. So could you play us for that, good sir?
Marvel News, it's TV time. Koi's favorite webhead sings this rhyme. Watch out, it's time for TV time. Marvel movie news, we're talking TV time.
Oh my
And then
lord.
we can talk all things Luke Cage. We can talk all things
Wow.
Legion, because now we have a transitionary audio clip from the band is called The Great Romance, at The Great Romance on Twitter. So they sent us a jingle.
That was fantastic. Wow. That was so amazing.
It's just 30 seconds of yeah, that
now
feels
it's-
good.
Now it's TV time.
So now here we are in TV time.
Okay, now yes,
'Cause
welcome.
we've arrived.
Welcome to the TV time. Because that's where we are now.
I literally was like, no, there's no second episode of Legion. How do we use that? Oh no, only one is out.
Only
we
one's
can use
out.
the jingle.
Yes.
I love Legion.
I love it. It is so weird. It is just the amount of weird that I never knew that I always wanted to happen on
dissect it.
television. Yeah, and it's just and I it's smart.
Yeah.
It's a smart weird. and it's so beautiful, like cinematically,
Yeah.
just everything what they're doing. And I'm not gonna lie, didn't understand a lot of what they were doing.
I think it'll spell out as it goes,
will.
and that's why I was like, we'll get 2 episodes in, because I don't want to be like, I watched it, I liked it, I don't know what's happening. And that's
Yeah.
like where I am with this season. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't spoilers because I've seen that it's been like everywhere, with, like headlines, like things like what is the Lazarus effect? No idea what that is, and you're not gonna find out. You're not gonna find out in that
maybe
episode.
till episode 8. Like, who
Yeah,
knows?
why are waffles important? I don't know. You
'Cause
know,
they're
that's
delicious.
because they're delicious. But
I love that the frames always look like a comic frame. Like if you
Yeah.
pause the, like when you like get up to pee or whatever, you pause it, it's like, ah! Like it always, they're just beautifully styled in-camera editing, again, like the first season. And you can also tell they got some more money. Like it feels
Yeah.
a little bigger.
It does, but it's bigger, but it's also I don't know. It's like bigger, like the world around David Haller, and not so much the world inside of David Haller.
Agreed. It feels like
So-
there's scope, but it doesn't feel like we're gonna lose that beautiful intimacy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more of the connections and maybe everything that happened while he was floating in an orb somewhere, much like what happened at the end of season 1.
And we'll get more of I think Aubrey in a new way, and I think that we'll get to like reshape what that like weird tick is.
Yeah.
Like how that affects his mind. Like and
I will say this, and not a spoiler because I'm not going to say the spoiler part, but there is one thing in this episode that they keep on repeating, and it seems like they're going to keep on repeating in the season, and it is nails on a chalkboard to me, and I cannot stand it, and it upsets me like viscerally, and I'm like, well done. Well done for that particular thing.
because that's the show's goal, is to get under your skin.
Yeah,
to get in
well,
your
they
head.
surpass themselves.
And the Shadow King, I can't wait to see look like he does in the comics. We had the Shadow King in the first season that looked like a take on the Shadow King and looked like he kind of had like a mojo thing. But I'm really excited to see the Shadow King, like the Egyptian manifestation of the Shadow King, because they cast someone. So I can't wait to. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then the Lazarus effect thing that kept on coming back to him. Like, what do they mean by that? I mean, they could mean actual Lazarus because they use the word mutant. So it's
Right.
like it could be who's Domino's brother, and they both come from Beatrice, and Beatrice is kind of like queen mother to like a lot of children with but he has mind manipulation powers. I don't know if they mean that. It could be so many things.
I love that it's all questions.
Yeah,
I love that
it
because
is.
the first half of last season was all questions.
Yeah.
Like season 1 was a very like, whoa, and then we got it spelled out later. And I think season 2 is. I love they trust the audience. I love this show.
Yeah, it's trippy, it's offbeat while being on beat at the same time. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Same. And now we have a jingle to get to it.
And that was TV time.
It warms us up. Thank you again, The Great Romance. That was fantastic. And we have so many shows this year. We've got Luke Cage season 2. We've got Daredevil season 3. We've got eventually down the pipeline. Cloak and Dagger we know we got, but we know at some point Runaway season 2 is going to drop. We have so much.
So much.
It'll be utilized well.
Yes.
So that segues us beautifully into more fan stuff. Our first thing was that jingle. It was fantastic. We will be utilizing it, and we thank you very much. We also have this video. Okay, so to preface, if you guys don't watch Robot Chicken, there is a consistent good guy, bad guy scenario, and I love that they use Storm getting very sick of Wade in this video. So this is a lovely fan sending us some glory of Marvel movie news.
Excelsior, you Merry Marvellites. Welcome to Marvel Movie News. I am your host, Coy Jandro, and with me as always is the lovely Markia McCarty. Thanks, Coy. Can't wait to talk more about Black Panther. But it's been out over 2 months already, and we already covered all the records it broke. But this film is so revolutionary, we have to talk about it every episode.
Yes,
but
we do.
Infinity War is only a few weeks away. Shouldn't we focus on that? Markia, what are you doing? Ew, what's that? Okay, stay tuned for another spoiler talk of Black Panther.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So on brand. I love that he had a lead in Merry Marvellites and then just made a choice. Thank you so much. I love that dearly. I'm actually gonna let Markia run through some shout outs, and I want to make sure I get a shout out to that person who made that beautiful video.
Yes. Shout outs to Jenny Ruth at Miss Resort. Rizhart, Stephanie M. Jandro at Steph Amethyst, Joel Jimenez at Joel_J27, Andre Humain at Andre Humain, Max Russell at Max Russell 66, Steven at Stargate 553, Ricky Alsace at Vegito247, George Crow at Chief Crow 35, J Soap at J Soap with 2 P's and an E, Phil Batista at Phil_Batista. I like that his name's Batista. Rudy Morales at R Morales 1381, Jack D Manheim at Jack_D_Manheim, Michelle at Mixlinda Michelle, Taylor Robinson at Finely Tailored, Joe Medina at Super Joe Flash 52, and The Pharaoh at The Pharaoh 2.
And that was the Poop Shoot Pro that made that video for us. I remembered the Poop Shoot, but I didn't want to get it wrong in case. At the Poop Shoot Pro, thank you very much. I just retweeted it because I wanted Marquia to see the glory. Yeah, the Poop Shoot Pro. Thank you for making us Deadpool and Storm the most on-brand possible. We've gotten so much fan art, and we really appreciate it. It's so friggin' cool.
Yes.
So anyone that submitted in advance, thank you very much. And we also want to show a not quite fan art, a just piece of glory from Colt Badeau, who runs Twitter for us. Colt Badeau made this beautiful, staggering Avengers medley leading up to. He's got a con. He's at a con right now, and he's selling prints. But dude drew this. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's all of the Avengers. It's the Infinity War poster. It's very nicely done too. Everything by hand. It's pencil drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
and then I think inked over.
And then inked over. Oh, that's right. That's right. He was saying it was in stages.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's impressive, man.
Very nice.
So then we're gonna have 3 winners total. There's gonna be a gold, a silver, and a bronze because we got so much and we really appreciate all of it. So we're gonna go through some of the runners up in no particular order with all the love in the world.
Well, except for the yeah. Okay.
So it ends with a particular order, but
it ends with a particular order. Okay. So
we have
this is Emily Shuck at Emily Shuck, and it's completely rudimentary sketch of Koi Jandro. And it's like, is that a thing? Not sure. That's the exact quote.
So this is a WonderCon panel, and I love that there's WonderCon logos behind it. Thank you very much, Emily.
Then our next one.
Oh man, it's so beautiful.
Yes, this is and this you'll also see is our thumbnail for the video today. This is by Quinn Soares Harris. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but yes, it has Matt Key floating in his astral form. It has Koi as Deadpool along with Spidey Cat, and then it has myself as Shuri, complete with Panther blasters.
And this is one of the first ones we got, and it just so good. And I think about it all the time. I've used this on social media so many times. So thank you so much, Harris. This is staggering.
Okay, and right here we have it's a pencil drawing or perhaps some inked over also, and this is by Gio Was Here.
Yeah, Gio.
Yes. It's Koi as Deadpool and myself as Shuri, complete with Panther blasters. It's very good. I like how it's like downtime.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
downtime
we're like in between setups.
Yeah, yeah, between Deadpool and Shuri, and I really enjoyed that.
And they got both. Gio got both her hair right.
Yes.
Like that
yes,
looks like
that hair's on point.
Yeah, like you can tell even if we weren't in suited up, like that's our faces and hair. Like that's very clearly us. So thank you, Gio.
Yes.
And another Gio saying goodbye to Ollie with us.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Ollie's farewell, and I'm canning as Deadpool. Ollie's holding me up, and I have a nice sachet going.
Yes.
And Marquia is hugging him goodbye.
So it's like a love chimichanga going on now.
Exactly. And then we have Sky Patterson's. It's a little dark on our TV, but we briefly showed this one before. It is a very intense pencil drawing of the three of us. Matt Key as Doctor Strange on the far side. Myself, Marquia, with a big X in the background. Thank you as always, Sky Patterson. Mm-hmm. And then we have Mr. Key.
Yes. This is at
JAORGP. I think Jao RGP?
Jao. Sorry to mispronounce your name, but this is very nice, and especially it's the likeness of Matt
so
Key
much
in
like
this
Matt.
is so amazing.
It's incredible.
It really is.
And like his eyes, like if it looks like I've been looked at by Matt Key like that.
Yeah,
like that's Matt.
That's completely Matt.
So
I love that. And
Jao
then,
RGP, that's incredible.
Yeah, and then spotlighted that it's 175.
Giving us the anniversary flavor.
Yes.
And it looks so much like Matt.
Yeah, this is beautifully done. It's just, the likeness.
This staggering Yes, everyone.
Yes. And this is actually,
This is Cole.
this is Cole Coletti, and he just covered everybody in the cast. I mean, we have Doom, that is that Zach Wilson.
And I love that he's in a hoodie, like Doom
he's
came
in
in
a
that one
hoodie,
time. He's in like
yeah.
a Doom hoodie.
It has that, and then right next to him is Mia Shuri, complete with Panther blasters.
Of course.
Always. It has Matt Key in his astral form as Doctor Strange. Koi is a very lethal-looking Deadpool. You have Ollie, like he's crouched down, spider ready, spider quick, and then along with that you have Spidey Cat.
Spidey Cat has Spidey Cat.
Right there.
My son.
And then also has Amy Cassandra Martinez, our associate producer, as Gamora.
Whole cast, and I mean the little Aunt Anthony next to the signature over there is fantastic.
Yes.
There he is.
There's an Aunt Manthony.
There
right
he
next
is.
to
Aunt Anthony
Cole's
makes an
signature.
appearance.
There's Aunt Anthony. So it's the complete cast.
So what I wanted to do today for the big episode, unfortunately I didn't have time because I share custody with my ex. I wanted to bring Spidey Cat for the episode. So one of these weeks I'm going to bring my son and he will be coming. But this drawing inspired it because the amount of you that drew Spidey Cat and him being part of the show just makes me so happy. I sent this to my mom the moment I saw it. Cole, the moment I saw this, my mom was immediately aware. So thank you so much. I love that Spidey is... Yeah, this is my Facebook profile picture, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah. This is very, very awesome. It actually is our
the runner-up.
It's our runner-up.
Yeah.
It's the second runner-up. The third runner-up was Quinn Soares, as you saw. The first submission that we got, and it's why he was the thumbnail for our video today. And with Cole, we will be following you on Marvel Movie News. Thank you so much for this gorgeous drawing. But the person that actually ended up with the gold for this particular. That's right.
We had two in the
We have
middle.
two more.
We're leading up.
We're leading up. Sorry, I forgot. So here's Amy Cassandra Martinez
as
our
Spider-Woman.
As Spider-Woman. It is very beautifully done.
And that was Cinema Sabrina Cinema, and it's like watercolors that I really like the color in here. And it was the first episode we had Amy join us, so I love that she like Insta Spider-Woman.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Very nicely done.
And then I think we have one more from Cole. That is Iron Manos.
Iron Manos.
So, Cole, I just got to give Cole credit, and the reason, like, I'm excited. Cole, you're getting followed by Marvel Movie News, because not only was Spidey Cat involved, you got Doom, you got Amy, but Iron Manos, the mascot of Marvel Movie News, made the cut, so thank you so much for that.
Yes.
And then our winner.
Yes, our winner is at Artwork Jensen.
Look at this.
It is a full Avengers cover of Marvel Movie News. It has Matt Key as Iron Man. I believe he's like in the back as Iron Man. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
The facial hair bros.
You know what?
Totally,
yes.
Yeah. Totally see that.
It has Koi as Captain America.
Ready.
And then it's Ollie.
Ollie's Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's Ollie as Hawkeye.
And he's so handsome.
He's so handsome. And then it has me as Black Panther Shuri,
I love
and that is a big difference. And that's attention to detail. That's just like, what?
I love you leading the charge and me assembling and Matt. Like I love that it's different ones that people usually cast us as.
Yeah.
It feels so like eventful.
It
the fact that he made it a cover and like the attention to detail,
It's
the
a full
175.
cover. Yeah.
Like that's incredible. So, I mean, that means everything. We so appreciate it.
Yes. So at Artwork Jensen, you're going to be the profile pick for Marvel Movie News leading up to Infinity War, because this is fantastic. You're also going to be followed by Marvel Movie News and probably retweeted by us a few times between now and
Prepare
then.
to be spammed, because we love this.
We love this.
And like it's apparently issue 151 of Avengers. I haven't looked it up yet, but I saw his Instagram post. He modeled that after Avengers 151, which is also cool that it's an actual comic that we are like a part of. Like I could easily see buying a print of this at a con, and I love it. It's just so good. And so many of the ones we got were like so many of these ones I would buy, and that's saying so much. You guys are so talented.
Much. And thank you so much for like the jingle and the stop motion, and then all of these this gorgeous fan art.
And stop motion takes forever, so I appreciate how long it took you to have her electrocute me. Took a while, so I appreciate
to have your mask come off. Is like, well, okay, we're gonna talk about Black Panther.
Spoiler talk of Black Panther. Perfect. So I love all of the runners up, the winners, the winner. Thank you guys so very much, and including Amy, including Matt, including Doom, and the little Aunt Anthony and Spidey Cat. Spidey Cat thanks you most of all.
Yeah, but Anthony Jensen, awesome, cool.
Yeah, so that is all of the fan glory for this week, and I believe, luckily for us, it was a slow news week, so we had
so
all
we
of
could
the
take the
ample time. We've got a little extra time if anyone has any questions in the live chat.
Yeah, if you want to talk about anything Marvel related, Amy or chat room. We have a little bit of time. And I like that the chat room's like, the jingle was fantastic.
People are loving the jingle, loving the artwork. I love the positivity and support everyone's giving each other, because we all, I mean, I'm not an artist, but you can tell just how much people put into it. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I love that, by the way, anyone that didn't submit art or did, I love that our live chat is so positive. I didn't see a single, like, oh, that's not good. Like, no one isn't supportive, and that's really hard to find, especially on the internet.
Our live chat is amazing.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome people.
Because you can be anonymous and be kind of a D if you want, but everybody here is amazing, so thank you guys.
Zayas Bilu saying you guys should do the artwork for the now returned Fantastic Four comics.
Oh,
that's right, because they do have Fantastic Four is coming back out.
That's true.
In comics, so
Dan Slott and Sarah Pichelli. And by the way, guys, just the contest was up to 175, and we wanted we're gonna give the winner the profile picture on Marvel Movie News leading up to, but. You guys are more than welcome to send art anytime. We will, by all means,
we will definitely showcase it.
Yeah,
because we love that.
Absolutely, and the song. I didn't expect stop motion or a song, but like
that's fantastic.
If your art is anything, send it to us. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, and if it has to be in a physical form, just go ahead and DM Marvel Movie News, and we'll give you an address that you can send anything that you want to send in a physical form.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, just DM for that. We'll get that to you.
I know, oh, here we go. Markia, you 24 hours ago, you ran a poll on Twitter.
Yes, thank you. Wow, yes. Okay, so I ran, and that was actually for this show, and I had timed it just to interact with the timing of the show. So I did a Twitter poll where I asked, okay, so which Infinity War death will hurt you the least? And then I said, why, you monster?
Yes.
And oh my God, some of the answers, it was just, let me bring this up really quick. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, you gave 4 options. And a lot of people voted.
Yeah.
The 4 options were Loki, Doctor Strange, Rocket, and Nebula.
Yeah, there were 297 votes altogether, and Nebula's death will hurt people the least. 44% said Nebula, 29% said Loki, 19% said Doctor Strange, and 8% said Rocket. A couple of people were like, well, out of these choices, I guess I'll choose this person. My thought process between these 4 was I wanted 2 major characters, which would be, Loki and Doctor Strange, that would have a possibility of dying. Doctor Strange because of that whole shards through the face thing. And then Loki because maybe he has that hero moment or, such. And then also he's been a baddie for 3 movies. And like this might be a really good way to go out on a high note.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose Loki and Doctor Strange. And then like the other 2, I was like, okay, so I want one that, it'll be somebody that does like a really big thing like in the comics. And then I was like, okay, well, let me say Nebula then for that. And a lot of people ended up choosing her, and I'm so surprised with that. And 8% with Rocket. When you really come down to it, Rocket's like a CGI raccoon.
But you feel everything. When he cries in Guardians 1 and 2, you feel it.
Right? Yeah. I should have put somebody else other than Rocket. Now thinking,
it breaks your
with
heart.
That one. Yeah. Well, because I couldn't put Groot, but I also wanted to give an easy out for people, and I guess it was
there
Nebula.
Is no easy out.
I guess there is no easy out.
And I love that
Nebula.
you just found out Groot died anyway. So you have some trauma with Groot, as is. You've got recent
that's
trauma.
Not Groot. That's son of
That's
Groot.
the son of Groot.
It's like Groot's dead.
That moment, like 2 years later, that the internet had its heart reopened. Like, no.
Yeah.
During the week, also, someone asked me to fan cast Fantastic Four, which I've done a few times. So I'm just going to give my landing. I'm not going to go through the process. But John Krasinski, especially after A Quiet Place, is my Reed Richards, along with his wife, Emily Blunt. I think I want someone strong and intelligent and commanding as Sue Storm, and Emily Blunt's a boss. I love Zac Efron as Human Torch. I've always said it. I always get crap for it. And I think I'd love to see like an unknown or someone that's like a really good voice actor or character actor is The Thing, because you're going to be 80% The Thing. And I really I want that gruff strength to him. And I've always wanted Idris Elba to be Doctor Doom from the beginning of time.
Oh my God, he'd be such a great Doctor Doom.
Like his command, his presence, his charm. You don't have to see him to know he's hot.
And he'd be so manipulative.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the
that's a good
Luther,
one.
Idris Elba, like there's so much to him.
Yeah, there's he'd add a gorgeous dimension to that
Yeah,
character
because you need him to be calculating and almost likable.
Yeah, where it's just like, you're wrong, but I'm going to listen to you because, it seems like you have a really good point, and then just, flex for a second. Okay, great.
Just for a second.
Just for a second.
and thing is tricky because the accent means so much to me. Like I really want that Brooklyn thick accent. So like it's funny. I have a buddy that's got a really thick accent named Jeremy Luke, and he does an entire thing about being like a Jersey Shore bro, and that's the voice I hear when I read the thing. So I haven't found an actor that fits that yet because my brain is like, I want a guy that like eats hoagies in Jersey.
I want my friend cast.
Yeah, well, my buddy Jeremy. Jeremy
quick, cast my friends.
But it's hard because like that character's so important. So those are my Fantastic Four. Do you have a fan cast?
And I think we kind of talked about this on Collider, like on
recently.
Heroes, which you can see us on Wednesdays with that.
But by the way,
I know.
At the end, we'll close the show with that.
Real quick, yeah. I like John and Emily. I'm just gonna call them by their given names because I know
my buddies
them.
John and Emily.
John and Emily. I really enjoyed them in A Quiet Place. Like, wow, go see that movie.
It's incredible.
It made me like anxious while I was sitting there in the theater because I had gotten popcorn. Why? Why did I do that?
Not that movie.
No, where it just got to the point where I was just kind of gumming the popcorn because I didn't want to make a noise, but I also wanted my popcorn. So, but yes, A Quiet Place, go and see it. But the two of them, I'd love to see them in a Marvel property. They work so well together. It would translate extremely well over to Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like, not even a problem. I don't know with the Doom because you hit me with some Idris Elba, and now that's
it lands. It lives there.
Now, yeah, that's where it lives. But yeah, with the Thing, I think there's more leeway that you can do with that. You just need a big bruiser, a big hard hitting. You can do another wrestler for that then.
Do you know Boss Logic, the artist? He does a lot of really good like Photoshop things. I've got a few of his pieces. We use his art a lot. He cast John Cena as the Thing. His Photoshop was John Cena as the Thing, and I was like, that's amazing because he's so like.
I'd have to see Blockers to see how I feel because the only other I haven't seen Cena in a lot. I think the other thing I saw him in was that Amy Schumer thing, and then you saw. Let's just say you saw a lot of him.
You know what we didn't see him in? Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, didn't see John Cena Thor Ragnarok, and I was expecting that. I wanted that. I wanted just like, here are your champions, and then just like a pan.
John Cena. But speaking of heroes, I know a lot of you would have loved Matt Key to have been able to join us today. He's a very busy Tuesday man, but tying into our 175, maybe you guys should watch Collider Heroes tomorrow.
Yes, we strongly recommend
Hint,
for you to watch Collider Heroes
nudge, nudge.
tomorrow. That is April 11th.
You might see two of us and someone else you recognize.
And someone else, that you would want to see, that you were hoping to see today, that you would see tomorrow.
Might be forming our own Fantastic Four over on Collider Heroes tomorrow.
There you go.
Just saying.
So the two of us, John Schnepp, and someone you might want to see with the two of us.
Our own Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Matt Key, Reed Richards. Me as Human Torch, you as Sue Storm, John Schnepp as Thing. That's tomorrow.
I like that. So and there we go.
That's our fan casting for Fantastic Four.
Fan
Narcissism. Any last things in the live chat over there, Amy?
Yes. Someone was asking about. Hold on. What if no one dies in Infinity War? What do you think your reaction will be? Okay. Zeno Hour asked that question.
Okay, Zeno Hour. Oh, this is tough. This is tough to tell. Everybody dies. Everybody's gonna
But
die.
if they don't, we'll be the happiest wrong people ever.
Yes, that is one of those things.
I mean?
If the snap doesn't happen and half of our heroes are like dead, and then the rest are like pulverized by Thanos, then yeah, actually would we be happy by this point? Like all this
we need
lead up,
ramifications.
You would have to so justify not having a single death in here or only having one.
Yeah, I mean, Thanos won't feel powerful. It would feel like a letdown.
Yeah, I mean, Thanos is not only there, he's standing. That has to mean something.
Yeah.
And, he's got his
in his bro
his
wear.
butt kicking clothes on.
He's been getting some gains.
He's in his Venice Beach clothes. You know, you can't just
It's
do
happening.
all that setup and not have there be some slaughter. Is that an okay word to use?
Lecco JG, who drew the Matt Key drawing, said, "What if Shuri dies, Markia?"
Okay, stop.
That's how you get her upset.
Stop.
That's how.
How dare you? How dare you? She must be protected at all costs.
Also,
she is our future. Hopefully, you know, I would like for her and Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be our future.
Please.
You know, to lead us into
Happier
something
times.
new, happier times. I'm on board with Black Panther being knocked into a coma, so then Shuri has to step up to become Black Panther, kind of a thing. I think that could happen.
She's already taken out Chadwick. 2 movies.
So no, but coma. He gets out of it. So, but yes. How dare you, Liko? How dare you?
That reminds me, before we wrap, many people asked if you had seen, and it's my favorite SNL skit in years. Did you see Black Jeopardy?
Yes!
It is transcendent.
Oh my God.
It was so perfect.
Funny. It was note perfect.
Yeah.
It was just like, because you have this beautiful fish out of water, and then it's like, oh no, wait. He gets it.
Comes around, he figures it out. We would be proud of him for honoring our ancestors. Like,
yes.
It was so. It's one of the few SNL skits I had to watch immediately after because I laughed through a bunch of the jokes, and that's what SNL like in the prime is. It was so good.
It was so good. If you haven't seen it,
Good God.
see the Black Jeopardy sketch from SNL with Chadwick Boseman and Cardi B as the musical guest. There's a lot of fun in that, but the Black Jeopardy sketch, wow,
leaps and bounds.
Like I didn't think that they would be able to do better than the Tom Hanks one, and they did.
Yeah, I didn't think they did
really
Celebrity
good.
Jeopardy, and they did.
And they did.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary things like raisins. Just watch it. Just watch it.
So once again, can we throw up the grand prize? I mean, the grand prize of this moment. The grand prize, we're going to be following you on Twitter, or you're going to be the profile picture of the Marvel movie news leading up to Avengers, which we really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
thank you, Anthony Jensen.
As we head out, I want to throw this image up because it is so much. Sorry, Anthony, to throw that at you at the last minute. By the way, we're wrapping up and do things. So this image means the world. We appreciate all that you guys did. Every bit of the fan art was amazing. Getting it every day, like just
it's like,
so
oh,
good.
and there's this. Oh,
So,
and
yeah,
there's
it's always
this.
exciting. So
Yeah.
thank you once again. Look at this beauty.
Yeah, because you mean a lot to us, and thank you for showing us a little bit of what we mean to you. That's
Yeah.
very nice. So,
Yeah, we do this for you guys. So seeing this stuff, it just means the world. So where can they find you on the internet between now and then?
Yeah, you can find me at Markia McCarty. That's MarkiaMcCarty. And then for upcoming projects, I'm going to be doing something with a Game Engine in about half an hour. So you might want to go over to Geek and Sundry and check out Game Engine. And I'll be on Collider Heroes. I'll be on Collider Movie Talk and Collider Heroes tomorrow. So just make it a Collider day for that. And then upcoming... just completed volume 2 of 10 Candles, where, yes, there is a cameo by Ray Wise from Twin Peaks that happens in that. This is Hyper RPG. That's 6 p.m. PST on twitch.tv/Hyper RPG. It's a tragic horror RPG series, and we will be starting volume 3, which will be in a haunted house this upcoming Monday. But you still have volumes 1 and 2 that you can catch on YouTube and also VOD. So yes, come see me do RPG stuff, and also with talking with Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
And DCEU fantasticness.
So much internet. And how about you, Amy?
Tomorrow, I will be on the Legion panel here at AfterBuzz, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I also recently joined Geek Bomb, so please subscribe to us, follow us, do all that jazz. We are pumping out a lot of really fun videos. Also, on Popcorn Talk, I do box office breakdown Sunday nights. There's Marvel TV Weekly Monday nights, and Netflix picks as well Sunday nights.
Perfect.
Nice.
All the internet. And you can find me right here and at CoyJandreau on Twitter and Instagram. I've got an Instagram show I love to do. I've got this show I love to do. And Collider, especially tomorrow. You guys check out.
Yes, tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of its owners or principals.